All right, everybody, welcome back to Everyday Whiskey. I'm Dan.
And I'm Mike, and this week we are featuring the entire, well, not the entire, but majority of the Blue Note lineup here. The only bottles we are missing are any limited releases that they may or may not do.
Here.
Yeah, they have a couple, the 17, and there was a few others, but nothing.
This is the main. So.
Yeah, this is the core lineup that is pretty much regularly released and available. But before that, Dan.
All right, so we've actually got some really cool news, and I can't believe it took us 4 years to finally partner up with somebody. So we actually have become brand ambassadors for Shank It Golf. So Shank It Golf is like kind of a trendy golf company. They make really kind of loud patterns. So we got like the melted ice cream golf shirt here. Mike's got, he's got the Star Wars May the Course Be With You hat. It's like the Infinity, the Lightspeed Infinity stars going past there.
You know more about that than
Yeah,
I
a
do.
little bit. So basically, as brand ambassadors, we obviously do get a discount with them, but so do you.
Yes.
So essentially, all you have to do, Mike's going to put the link for Shank It Golf, shankitgolf.com in the description, and use code Bourbon2024, all one word.
Yep.
Mike's going to put it in the description. Make it super easy for you. If you use that code, you're going to get 15% off. That code applies also to closeout items and sale items as well. On top of that, you get another discount.
Yep, so it's 15% off everything site-wide, no matter what the price.
So yeah, please, and if you're going to go to shankitgolf.com, please make sure you use our promo code. We greatly appreciate it. They're a really cool company, amazing product. I wish you could feel this shirt.
I know, that's a pretty sweet
shirt.
It's
super soft.
Awesome.
They've got tiger print. They've got the old school VHS no signal pattern T-shirt.
I like
They've
that.
got women's shirts. They've got golf gloves. They've got hats. They've got T-shirts, hoodies, everything. The hats are amazing. Mike's got a hat coming. I've got another camo hat coming.
Yep.
So please, we love this brand. And to Shank It Golf, thank you for accepting our application and letting us be brand ambassadors for you. We're super excited. Mm-hmm. So again, the code is Bourbon2024, and you'll get 15% off whatever you buy.
Perfect.
All right, now back to the show.
All right, so as we mentioned, we are doing the whole Blue Note lineup. Dan and I have briefly reviewed Blue Note Juke Joint once before. Mm-hmm. I believe that was way before we actually started keeping score.
I don't remember what it was. I think it was a 9. I definitely remember it being a 9, but I don't know.
I don't think we did because it was a long.
It was 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
It was 3 years ago.
It was a long while ago, and
it was a contender for Whiskey of the Year in 2021.
It was, yeah.
So it had to have been an 8 something or 9 something. It was before we kept score, like you said.
Our Whiskey of the Year, not any official whiskey.
Yeah. No, our Whiskey of the Year.
Ours, just to be specific.
But we kept it out just because I think number one, I think I drank the bottle and we could not find a replacement, which that's on me. So, but it's back now, and we've got some friends.
Cool.
So let's start drinking. I know we had a little long intro there. Sorry everybody, but like I said, we had to plug the new partnership here.
So for those who don't know, Blue Note Juke Joint whiskeys, they are products of BR Distilling that established right around 2018 out of Memphis, Tennessee. So it is a Tennessee whiskey and / bourbons.
Tennessee
But
whiskey.
they're awesome products, honestly. Dan, when he first got it in the state,
it's being sold by some beer distributor.
Well, I don't know if I should say who it is.
Maybe
It's an importing company. Yeah. They're really small, but then now another company also has access to it in this state now, so you're going to see it pop up a lot more, which we are very excited for, especially me in particular.
You can figure out why Mike's happy.
Yeah.
Just read between the lines. You can't say it, but read between the lines.
Just read between the lines. So anyway, Blue Note Juke Joint, for those who may not know, this is 3 years minimum aged. It is a Kentucky straight bourbon. The mash bill is 70% corn, 21% rye, and then 9% malted. It is an unfiltered. It's won platinum at 2024 San Francisco Whiskey Award, and also double gold for 22 and 23. I believe 24 also. But I don't know how you could win a platinum and a double gold, but you can. So they did.
2 different products, probably.
Yeah, well, no, it was the same competition.
Okay,
it got a 2024. Well, this is a 23.
I guess you could win two separate awards.
Yeah. So let's get right into it.
I report some.
Oh, sweet. Perfect. I wasn't even paying attention. I was so focused on the camera. Magic.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, so.
Cool.
Cheers. Let's get into it. Normal stuff, rating it 1 through 10. See who wins today.
Yep. I love the nose right off the bat. It's got a very sweet nose.
It's it's really cherry. It's really, really cherry forward. Little perfumey too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and this guy does clock in at 93 proof. I forgot to mention that earlier. Majority of the products are all do actually.
It's like blackberry and fig.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good.
Yeah, I got a lot of dark fruit notes.
Yeah, I get a lot of dark fruits. I get a little like breadiness to it as well on the back end of the palate. I always do this.
And for 93 proof, I like the way it drinks.
It's got a little subtle, like, you know, I guess we'll call it like a Memphis hug.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of that burn, that kick to it, but not overbearing. It's kind of just enough, which I actually like. I kind of like my whiskeys to have a little bit of a punch to them.
Remind you that you're drinking whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you want to go score? I want me to score.
You can go first.
I like it a lot. I don't like it as much as I like the other. I don't know. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
I think I don't know why I was really into it 3 years ago. I like it a lot. It's very good, but I don't think I like it as much as I used to.
Okay.
I think it's a 7.8.
I think that's a pretty fair score,
Yeah.
honestly. 7.8. I mean, it's right down the middle. It's
a fastball whiskey.
It's great. I mean, it's just a great everyday sipper, hence the name of the channel. Everyday whiskey.
Everyday whiskey. There we go.
It's not gonna, it's not like the next coming of Christ gonna blow your socks off like
But
some
it
of
could
those
be on the table.
other wild things out there like Rio and a few other things. Like this is just a really classic Kentucky straight bourbon. Drinks very well. Makes awesome cocktails. Great on the rocks. Great neat, which I like. I like a versatile whiskey like that. I like something that can be used for anything.
All right, next one we're gonna do the rye.
Yeah, so we're going in proof order as we always do because we don't want to shock our palates and blow them out with the higher proof stuff. The rye also clocks in at 93 proof though, so this is right on target. And this is as rye as ryes can get basically. It's again minimum 3 years aged, 95% rye and only 5% barley, and that's the whole mash bill.
That's a cool nose for a rye.
I know. It's got a really unique nose.
You didn't tell me it was rye. It smells like a bourbon. So this definitely, I think, to me, nose wise, gears itself more towards like Kentucky style bourbon. It's not like big bright thyme, dill pickle, black licorice, like punchy nose you get from Indiana, which is great too. I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's just I feel like Kentucky ryes are a little softer and a little more. Can be a little more balanced.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is kind of reminiscent of one of those types of
You
ryes.
do get a little dill, like a little bit of dill. So I don't know. It's not. I know it's not MGP, but
it's just impressive.
You do get it. You get some sweetness
for being 95% rye. Like it's got a lot of complexity still.
That does drink like Indiana though. That's like straight up black licorice.
A little bit.
It's nice though. There's really it's smooth. I hate that word, but it is smooth.
It's that, but it's also very dry. Like it's got a quick finish.
Yeah,
very quick.
I don't know if I like that or not. I feel like there should be more to it.
I'm on the fence. How do I word this?
Yeah, dude, it's like water. It just
it just goes away.
There's nothing to grab onto, so you have like 4 seconds to figure out what this thing tastes like, and then it's gone.
Being that this is just a very straightforward classic rye whiskey, I don't mind the quick finish. It comes, it goes, you're ready for another sip or maybe another cocktail, whatever it is you're doing. I prefer a lingering, what the hell? A lingering palate when it's something that has a lot of complexity to it and there's a lot going on in there because then you taste more and of the flavors.
It's serviceable. It's not bad. Yeah. I just, like I said, I definitely like a little more dichotomy in the palate and a little more complexity, it's like I said, I would call this a great cocktail rye. Mm-hmm. I think this would be great in Manhattans and old fashions. And whatever you want to do with them. I don't think I'd personally drink this neat. I don't think there's enough going on in it for me. Mm-hmm. But it's very clean. It's very easy to drink. It's very light for a rye.
It's very light.
So if you are trying to get into rye whiskeys and don't want to be like assaulted with like really bold spice, like baking spices and allspice and like or dill or thyme or black licorice, this is like a really good intro rye that's like very
100%.
Dumbed down in a good way. With that being said, I'm gonna go 6.8.
Oh God, we better math this one because I was actually gonna go about like a 7.5.
Yeah, like I said, I thought it was good. It's good. It's just not my style of rye that I like.
Yeah.
I wish there was a little more sweetness to the palate to balance it out a little bit,
Mhm.
or at least kind of give it like a longer finish. Because it just kind of kept me wanting a little bit more. That's all. Like, it's good. I just wanted more out of it.
All right, so you want to call it an even 7?
I like that. Round 7's good.
Because 7, 5, 6, 8.
Yeah,
I don't know how to do the math. So
how about 7.1?
7.
7.1.
Okay, 7.1. We'll even bump it up a little bit. 7.1.
7.1. Like I said, I think if this was 100 proof, it would be a different whiskey. I think it would be a lot better.
Yeah.
I think this one could have served a little bit more, like, have a little bit more attitude to it.
Mm-hmm.
A little more sassy. This is the one I've always wanted to try. I believe is this the French oak staves?
Yes. So
Yeah.
this is the Crossroads. Basically, it's finished in 2 different types of French oak. It clocks in a little bit higher at 100 proof, and it is another double gold and platinum award-winning whiskey from Blue Note. It shares the same mash bill of 70% corn, 21% rye, and 9% malted barley. So it's very much made very similar to the other ones, to the Juke joint. So let's get at this one now, which you already did.
Oh, I love this. It's like so much vanilla.
It's
really, you really get that French oak stave.
It's the toasted French oaks. Actually, the 2 different types.
Oh, these are kind of the bourbon noses I look forward to because they're just so like bright and poppy and like they have a lot of. I don't know where it's going.
Like a creamy.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot of things going on right now. Let's go with that.
Creamy,
A little toffee,
vanilla.
I get vanilla and like a little honey.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
vanilla and
definitely
honeysuckle, I guess. Not honey, but like honeysuckle.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. That's a really nice, delicate nose.
The first initial taste is very. You get a lot of sweetness. It's actually pretty complex, but then it quickly.
It's very dry.
It quickly
very dry.
Changes to a traditional just oaky finish, which I expect. It's two types.
It's
of
almost
French
got.
oak,
Remember the Castle and Key batch one we had, where it almost had like that fresh like dried oats kind of note to it. Like it tastes young. Again, I could be wrong, but I think it's good. It's not as.
I gotta go back.
It's not as good as I thought it was gonna be though. It's getting better. It's working its way up. Getting a little fruit, maybe like dried fruit.
It's dark fruit.
It is dry. It is a very dry. But it's balanced.
Yeah.
It is very balanced.
Again, with the quick, clean finish, it doesn't linger too much.
Which you can either love it or hate that. Like I definitely like to have a little more something going on the back end of the palate.
Yeah.
But I have whiskeys I love that don't have that.
Again, I like it.
It's all situational.
If it's a very simple bourbon, I'm okay with a clean, quick finish. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I can't find the words that I'm trying to say.
Words aren't wording right now.
No.
All right. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not breaking 8 again.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm not gonna break an 8 again.
I don't think we have yet.
I'm going. I like this better.
Did you like the?
I like that better. I'm going 7.4.
I was gonna do 7.2, so 7.3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You were lower than me. I thought you were gonna be higher.
I don't because there's something on it that I'm just not. It doesn't jive.
It's not
well
clicking
with me.
I think it's too dry.
It might be.
It needs a little fruit, something going on, or that vanilla note that you smell in the in the nose needs to be. It's not in the palate at all.
No.
Like how, or usually with French oak, like a weird one you can get depending on. Well, Maker's 46 uses that that German wheat that creates that big chocolate note. But usually with French oak, you almost get like marshmallow or vanilla in the palate, and neither of that was there. But you got the toffee and the vanilla on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it was just because they used younger spirit to blend into it.
Yeah.
That maybe like kind of dropped it back a little bit. This last one, like there's no way this isn't good. I had this 4 years ago at a house party.
Where did you get it from?
I can't say the name because I'm not gonna say the name. I'll tell you when we're done. I'll tell you off camera where I got it and you'll know why.
Was it bought? Did you buy it in the States?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was at Bourbon Scotch Beer.
Oh, all right. I didn't even know I thought only For some reason, I thought it was only this one that was available to us that many years ago.
Let me get a little bit more.
So the uncut, I kind of just spaced out. 4 years aged. It is another Kentucky straight bourbon. Again, same mash bill, 70% corn, 21% rye, and 9%
This is what I've been waiting for in this video.
This actually, so this one,
dude,
in 2022, it took home the double platinum award.
This is the best nose by far. Yeah. Like it's like Usain Bolt in the Olympics. Like you see Bolt and then like some dude 15 meters behind him.
Is this also unfiltered and uncut, or just uncut?
Because this is
unfiltered and
oak,
uncut.
Cherry, fruit. It's got good. It's got good density to it.
So it's no surprise that you like this because you also really like Smoke Wagon unfiltered uncut.
Yeah, I do.
So,
but depending on the batch,
that is very
right
true.
Now. Before I say I like all of them,
we tend to like the unfiltered and uncuts.
All right, let's try it. I really like that. That's an awesome nose.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's what I've been waiting for.
Yep.
Again, a little bit drier, but the extra proof here kind of helps.
This clocks in a lot higher.
Yeah.
So the proof on this actually varies. This one just so happens to be 124.
Yeah.
So we've come up considerably from the other three.
It amplifies some of the underlying flavors that help.
It does. And you know what? Yeah. I honestly think it drinks smoother than the lower proof.
It drinks like 110. Like it drinks lower than...
It does not... Yeah. It doesn't drink like a 124. Getting a lot of that sweetness, a lot of that brown sugar notes.
Brown sugar for sure.
100%.
It's really nice.
There's a lot of brown sugar in that. This is a classic bourbon taste.
This is very good. Awesome. I don't think I have really many critiques on it. Like I said, the only thing I can say is just the acid, like a little bit, like just a smidge, but it's not a big deal at all.
No,
it really isn't a big deal at all. But if this thing just had a smidge less acid, it'd be like perfect.
I can't get over it. I like that. I like this one the most out of all of them, easily, hands down.
Yeah, 8.9.
I'm there.
Yeah, I think that's an 8.9. That's really good. Like I said, it would be hard to say in this category for something to be like much better than this. Yeah, especially at 126. I don't think you would know this is 126.
Well, 124.
124.
But the proof varies, so it could be 126.
Good balance. Good balance, good flavor. There's a good sweetness to it to kind of, to balance that out. The nose is phenomenal. It's the best nose by far. It's the best whiskey by far, so that wins.
This gives me a lot of classic bourbon characteristics.
Yeah, man.
The oakiness, the sweetness, the texture in the mouthfeel. Like, this is just, it checks all the boxes.
It's interesting. There's a lot going on. It's very interesting. If you got a cigar, this is, perfect.
Oh, yeah.
This reminds me of, Old Ezra No. 7, but a little bit better. I think it's got a little more flavor to it. It's got a little more delicateness to it as well. If you made it this far, please do one of four things now. Please like the video as soon as you see it. All it takes is 2 seconds. Click the little thumbs up button. It means a lot to Mike and I. Number 2, please subscribe to the channel. That means the most to Mike and I.
Yes, please.
That also, click the little plus button, hit subscribe. 2 seconds. Number 3, please comment anything. You hate my shirt, you think it's stupid, whatever. I don't care.
I love that shirt.
I think it's awesome, but haters gonna hate.
Yeah.
And number 4, please go to shankitgolf.com. Buy even if you don't play golf, there's something there for everybody. Mike found something for him. He doesn't. Like I said, he doesn't really play golf.
I don't even know how to work a club.
You go to shankitgolf.com. Link is going to be in the description below. Use code Bourbon2024 to get 15% off your entire purchase, even if the item you're getting is already on sale.
Yep.
With that being said, cheers. That's it. That's a wrap.
Cheers.